Start with this class. Well, today it's on May the 8th, okay? We have to work, we continue working with Unit 4 from the book. Okay, please, let's go to page 40 from the book. Sorry, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Please, let's go to page 40 from Unit 4. Here we have some vocabulary related to weather, yes? We have some collocations now. Please, I want you to look each of these pictures and combine the words in column A with those which are in column B, okay? You have to combine these words to make collocations, yes? Look at the first picture. Look at this one.
Teacher, a minute. What page of book?
40,
40. Okay.
okay?
I don't,
We don't
I,
have this.
no, we don't have this page, this information.
Yes, the information in exercise 6, Carla, but the picture isn't.
You don't have the picture, yes, you don't, but I'm just encouraged to explain this part, yes? What you have to do is to match the words in column B with the ones in column A with the ones in column B, okay? So for example, you say freezing, and you choose one of these to make, okay? No. Look at the picture. What's the weather like, I would say? And you have to answer, it's freezing.
Or it's cold.
Yes, it's freezing cold, okay? It's freezing cold, yes?
Yeah.
We use this combination to refer to the weather, when it's not only cold, but very cold, okay? A day in which it is really, really cold, okay? So you can see this picture and you can understand what I mean, yes? Now, let's go to this other picture, okay? What's the weather like in this picture?
It's hot.
Boiling.
Boiling?
Hot.
Okay, it's boiling hot. Okay, it's boiling hot. So the weather is boiling hot. Many people only say it's boiling, okay? It's boiling, and the meaning is understood, okay? Is understood, sorry. Then soaking. Look at this picture. It's soaking.
Wet.
Yes, it's soaking wet. It's soaking wet. Okay. Then look at this other. What's the weather like?
Absolutely black.
No, it's pitch black. Okay, it's pitch black. Okay. I've tried to look for the meaning of pitch, and there's no exact words to translate it into Spanish, yes, but you say pitch black to intensify the meaning that it's dark. And now look at this other. What's the weather like?
Absolutely frozen.
Yes, it's absolutely frozen, okay? Look at the picture, it's frozen. Everything is frozen. Now, let's go to the next part, yes? Here we have some other words. Look at this picture. What's the weather like?
Thick fog.
Okay, it's foggy, okay, or there's a thick fog. There's a thick fog, or there's a dense fog, and I say it's foggy, okay? Then look at this other.
Torrential heavy rain.
Oh yes, it is a torrential rain or it's a heavy rain, okay? Maybe you remember that maybe you read in in any book or any teacher maybe told you that they usually use the idiom "it's raining cats and dogs" to refer to this kind of rain when it's heavy raining. Do you remember that, or did you see? Have you ever seen it or not? This idiom, "it's raining cat and dogs."
I don't remember.
Okay, well, in fact, it is not very useful. I mean, it is not very frequently used. Yes. In these cases, they say it's bucketing. Okay, it's bucketing. Okay, to refer to this weather, it's bucketing. Bucket is like a boat. Okay. Um, yes, and when you throw water with this boat, this idea of bucketing is what they want to refer to when it is raining so heavily, okay? And then look at the other picture. What's the weather like here?
What picture?
This one.
Ah, okay. Strong rain? No. Ya pusimos.
Strong wine.
Wind, yes. Okay, it's a strong wind, or I can also say strong sun, okay?
Okay.
Strong wind or strong sun.
Sun?
And then sun, yes, they also say the
Okay.
sun is strong, okay?
Ah, okay. No, but no, it isn't in the picture.
It is in the picture, yes. And look at this other. What about the sea?
A rush? Sea? Rush?
A rough sea. A
Rough.
rough sea. Yes, a rough sea. And finally, you have this other picture.
A hard frost.
A hard frost. We're going to have hard frost soon, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. This is some vocabulary, yes, related to weather. Well, it is necessary to explain you that we can say simply it's hot, it's cold, it's raining, okay, or it's dark. But in order not to use very all the time, we have these expressions to refer or to intensify the meaning of these adjectives, okay? Instead of saying wet, I can say it's soaking wet there, or instead of saying frozen is absolutely frozen, okay? So these are the words that we use to combine to refer to this kind of weather and to make it stronger, yes? And now we have a list of idioms related to weather. But here you have to think about the meaning of these expressions, yes? Let's see, these idioms are used to refer to people's mood or the feelings of some people. And it says, it is from the very same page, book page 40, exercise 7, okay? So think about it. How would someone be feeling if they froze when they saw something? They stormed out of somewhere? They moved like lightning? They were icy with someone? Their face clouded over? And their face was like thunder. Okay? Well, to do this activity, I want you to take some minutes to think about their meaning first of all. No, let's think about the meaning together, and then I'm going to ask you for some examples, yes? What about the first one? How would someone be feeling if they froze when they saw something? What do you think this expression means?
Afraid? No.
When you are surprised for something?
Sorry, Silvana?
When you are surprised for something.
Okay, when you're surprised by the what Maria Jose said, it's not that bad, yes? When you're afraid,
Yeah.
okay, of something, or when you're surprised by something, okay?
Okay.
When you are, I can say surprised, maybe in a negative way, okay? You don't know something and they told you they told you the news, and you get it and you get surprised, but also a little bit worried, okay, about this. Then we're going to find an example. What about storm out? They storm out of somewhere.
I don't know.
Any idea?
In the two.
Yes.
The storm.
Think about a storm, yes? When the storm starts, think about how it is, yes? And imagine a person that is like a storm and moves out from some place.
I don't know.
We use this idiom to refer to the following feeling. A person feels extremely upset, okay? I mean, feels furious and decides to leave a place. For example, you had an argument with your parent or with your partner, and you leave the room quickly, okay? That is storm out, to feel furious and to go out of the place where you are. Yes, that is storm out. Did you get the meaning?
No.
Not yet?
No.
Well, imagine the keyword is furious. When a person feels furious, you're having an argument with somebody, and you are furious, so you decide to leave the conversation and to leave the room. So you go out of this room, or you go out of a building, feeling furious, yes? That is to storm out. For example, I can say, Jane and Peter were having an argument, and Jane decided, no, James stormed out of the room, leaving Peter with his problems. I can say, for example. Not yet?
Yes.
No, yes? Okay.
Yes.
Well, then I want you to think about another example. What about number 3? How would someone be feeling if they moved like lightning? This is also used.
Quickly.
Yes, very quickly. Okay, when you move like lightning is to move very quickly. And then 4, they were icy with someone.
Hungry.
Not
Surprise for
No.
something.
Sincere.
Sorry? Sincere?
Sincere.
No.
And direct with somebody.
Maybe direct. Maybe hostile or unfriendly. Yes? When you're unfriendly with somebody, that is to be feeling with someone. Sorry, to be icy with someone, yes. Yes. And then what about number 5? Their face clouded over.
Teacher, can you repeat the number, please?
They were icy with someone is that when you feel distant, when you feel hostile, or when
Okay.
you are hostile, maybe with someone, you're
Yes.
distant, don't want to be friendly with this person, so you are icy. Okay?
Okay. I got it.
Yes, good. And what about their face clouded over? We use this in Spanish too, and we have a calque in Spanish that is an expression that is quite similar to the English version.
When you have to face something difficult,
No.
When your mind is empty
Yes.
and
Yes. When you're out of memory, okay, when you can't remember something, yes, that is to be clouded over, yes. It always happens when you are talking with somebody and you forget what you were talking about. You can say, "Oh, I'm clouded over," okay, or his face is clouded over. Did you get the meaning?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And what about number 6? Their face was like thunder.
when you just get up.
No.
angry,
Yes. Yes, when you're angry.
La-
But there's a meaning that is more appropriate. Yes. Yes, that is to look extremely angry. That is what the dictionary says. To look extremely angry. Okay, to have a serious face. Okay? Good. How many of
Okay.
you are there? How many of you are
5,
connected? 5?
5.
We are 5.
You're 5. Okay. So they froze when they saw something. I can say Mike got froze when his girlfriend told him she was pregnant.
You.
Yes? Do you get the meaning? To get frozen.
yes.
Now, I want you to pick an idiom and to write an example. You, Maria Jose, you're going to write about storm out. You, Daniela, about mob lining. You, Lucas, you're going to choose to be icy with someone.
Stormed out.
5 to face clouded, you're going to choose it, Carla, and 6, Silvana, to be like thunder. Yes, take some minutes.
Teacher,
Sorry,
teacher.
teacher.
Yes,
Which one is for me because I didn't heard anything. My internet was
storm
poor.
out. No, icy with someone. I think. Yes, to be
Okay.
icy with someone.
I
Okay.
don't write for just for 2. They
Yes,
stormed
that's
out.
cool. Yes, yes. Write my example. Yes, you have to write all the examples there in your books, in your notebooks. So write mine. They, I don't remember the name, but Bill, I can say, got froze when his girlfriend told him she was pregnant.
And what? Can you tell me another ejemplo
Example of get froze,
of, of 2?
but you have to think about it.
Yeah, but es que no me
Okay,
entendió lo que le dije. Es que
yes.
no, justo de ese no anoté un sinónimo.
The meaning. Okay.
Yes.
That is when you feel furious. Imagine Mary Jo. You feel furious.
Sí.
and you leave a place. For example.
It's like every day, like me. Okay.
Okay. So you may have many examples.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, people. I'm just coming, yes? Ready? Or not yet?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see yours, Silvana. Their face was like thunder.
My brother's face was like thunder when he saw his books completely broken by his dog.
Okay. When he saw his book,
Completely broken by his dog.
okay. When he saw his book was completely broken, yes?
Okay.
Okay, well done. Next one. Who's ready?
Here,
Okay.
two.
Storm out.
I, he heard his co-worker. It's okay, say co-worker.
Yes.
Yes, okay. He heard his co-worker talking about him, so he stormed out of the office.
Yes, he heard. Yes, heard.
Heard, heard, here,
Heard
see heard.
his coworker talking about, okay, about him. Or
But
maybe
uh,
gossiping. Yes,
maybe what?
gossiping.
I,
Gossiping about him.
I don't know what is gossiping.
Gossip.
Gossip. Okay.
Does anybody know what it means? What it
Mike?
means?
Chusmear. Chusmear.
Yes, yes,
Ah, Daniela sabe de eso.
yes, gossip.
No, porque ya lo enseñaron antes.
But tell me, Maria Jose,
Yes.
does it always happen to you?
What?
Does it always happen to you?
No, never.
As you say, it always like every
No,
day.
no. I think when you say furious,
Ah, right, when you're furious.
yes,
Okay,
because I am, I feel like furious for a minute every day.
every
But
day.
for,
You are
but
often
for a
furious.
minute.
Yes, okay. What
Tengo
about the
otro,
next?
tengo,
Sorry?
tengo otro
Okay,
example,
let's
another
see.
example. She saw his boyfriend kissing another girl, so she stormed out of the disco.
Yes, great. Very well done. That is perfect. Yes, that is perfect. Okay, but instead of using disco, use nightclub. Nightclub.
Okay.
Stop using disco. That is from the 90s or the beginning of the 2000s. Yes, nightclub is more
Okay.
appropriate nowadays. What about next one? I think it is for you, Daniela or Carla?
Yes, for me.
Ah, Daniela. Okay, to move like lining. Yes.
I wrote my nephew moved like a lightning when my sister saw the broken mug.
Okay, good. Well done. Yes, very well done. Okay, and the next one, Carla.
The student face clouded in the exam and he failed it.
Okay, the student faced clouded over
Fa over, okay.
the exam, and he failed it. Okay, and then we have the one that Silvana told us. Well, we're going to skip it for a while, or not. Yes, we're going to skip it for a while. Then we're going to get back. Now I want you to, I want to revise the past perfect. Do you remember this verb tense that is quite new for us? I want to revise it with this video, and then we're going to go on. So you tell me if you can listen the sound, yes, because maybe you can't. Can you listen to it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Hello and welcome to today's Grammar Game Show. I'm your host, Will, the last document that ever matters. And of course, let's not forget Leslie, our all-knowing voice in the sky.
Hello, everyone.
Tonight we're going to ask you 3 questions about...
The past perfect. That useful tense using had and a past participle for talking about the past that's past the past.
Okay, now let's meet our contestants. Hi, Will. My name's Mark. And contestant number 2.
Hello, everyone. I'm Levington.
Welcome back, Levington. Win this one and you'll be on a par with our last champion, Maya.
Really? Where is she now?
Oh, don't worry about her. She's squiddled away somewhere. Okay, let's get going, and don't forget, you can play along at home too. Our first round is a Find the Mistake round. Can you correct the mistake in each of these sentences? I didn't eat by the time I had left home.
I hadn't eaten by the time I left home.
Correct.
When I had arrived home, my sister already made lunch.
When I arrived home, my sister had already made lunch.
Correct.
I had woken up late because I forgot to set my alarm clock.
I woke up late because I'd forgotten to set my alarm clock.
Correct.
Leslie?
Good job, everyone. The past perfect describes actions that happened before the point in the past that we are currently speaking about. Once the time in the past has been set, it allows us to go back for a moment to a point before that. Events in the past perfect always take place before the past simple or past continuous.
Well done, have 23 points between you, to be divided according to the day of the week and the strength of your personality. Let's have a bonus question. Look at this sentence and tell me how the verb phrase had should be pronounced.
I had a shower.
Do it again.
I had a shower.
Oh, sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Try closing one eye and pulling your lips back.
Had?
One more time. Maybe hold your arms above your head.
Had?
One for luck. Just lift your leg. A little higher. Higher still.
Had?
Totally wrong, I'm afraid. And your attempt to distract us with your weird body movements only make things more embarrassing for you. What a shame. Levington?
I had a shower.
Well done. Leslie?
When had is pronounced as an auxiliary verb, it takes its weak form. If the main verb is also had, we pronounce the first one weak and the second one strong. I had a great time.
15 points for Levington.
Okay, well done. So here we can see the use of the past perfect, yes? So remember that we use the past perfect to refer to an action that took place before another action in the past. That is why the presenter said it is the past that passed the past. Yes, it is the past tense that passed the past simple or the past continuous, okay? It was an action that happened before another action. Okay, and let's go on. Today I want to talk about the past perfect continuous, yes? We've just revised the past perfect simple. So here we have the structure of the past perfect continuous. So as it is a continuous tense, we use the ing form, okay? As it is a perfect tense, we use have, okay? And we also need the verb to be. So in affirmative form, we use the subject, we put the subject, then we have had, the verb to be, as it is had, we need a participle here, so it is the verb to be. That's why the verb to be is always in its past participle form, been. And then we need the verb with ing. Remember that it is a continuous structure. So in affirmative form, I may say, they had been playing tennis. Okay? They had been playing tennis. In negative, we have had not or hadn't. Yes, had not or hadn't. They had not been playing tennis. They had not been playing tennis. And then we have the questions or the interrogative form, yes? Had they been playing tennis? Had they been playing tennis? They say that the past perfect continuous is the equivalent to the present perfect continuous. But remember that the present continuous refers to an action that was in progress and has a result in the present, okay, in the present, because it took place before the present. the past perfect continuous refers to an action that was in progress and had a result, but before a past action or before a past event. Okay? Let's look at some examples. Here we have some theory related to it. Lucas, can you read it, please?
Okay, but I can't see anything in the screen.
Oh, can you?
No, it's black. I don't know
No?
if to my class may happen the same.
What about the others? Can you see anything?
I can see.
I can see
Yes.
too.
You can see.
Yes.
Yes.
And now, Lucas?
No, there is some text or something like this.
Now can you?
Now I can see. Yes.
Okay,
Thank you very
great.
much.
Let's see. Welcome.
Past perfect continuous. Form. Affirmative.
No,
S. That is
no.
no. That is that I have on my computer. It's okay. I shared in the closed conversation.
What
Do we
about the
have the
others?
same?
Do you have the same?
No, I can see the past perfect continuous.
Okay, yes,
Me
that's
too.
what you.
Yes, me too.
Lucas, leave
Yes.
the call and get back soon.
Okay.
Okay, Carla, can you read it, please?
Yes. We use the past perfect continuous. A. To put emphasis on the duration of an action, which started and finished in the past before another past action or a stated time in the past, usually with since or for.
Okay, good. Yes, to emphasize on the duration of an action. Yes, and let's see the example, Carla.
They have been looking for a house for 6 months before I can see because I have the icons. Can you put
Before
uh, f- before they found on
one
they
they liked.
okay.
Okay, they had been looking for a house for 6 months before they found one they liked. Okay, they found one they liked. That is the point in the past. Okay, that is the action in the past, and before that action took place, the other that they had been looking for a house, and pay attention to how we use the past perfect to emphasize on the duration. They had been looking for a house for 6 months. That is what here is important, that they had been looking for it for 6 months. The time, I mean. Okay, so it happened before another action. And now, Lucas, are you there?
Yes.
Now can you see?
Yes. Now I can
Okay.
see.
Okay, read please.
B. For an action which lasted for some time in the past and whose result was visible in the past.
Okay, and what about the example? Yes.
Can you move the slide down? Thank you. Last Friday, Ron had to fly to New York. His flight was delayed. He was annoyed. He had been waiting at the airport for 3 hours. He waited at the airport for 3 hours and the result of the action was visible in the past too.
And tell me, what was the result of this action?
He was annoyed.
Yes, that he was annoyed, okay? He had been waiting at the airport for 3 hours. Again, you can see how we put emphasis on the duration of this action. And then we have a result. And he was annoyed. Well done.
Okay.
Now, let's go to practice, okay? Okay, let's see. Here we're going to see a short video of the proposal. Yes, this very famous movie. Have you ever watched it?
No.
No? The
No.
one with, I don't remember her name. Maybe, sorry, what's this
Sandra
actress?
Bullock.
Sandra Bullock, yes. But, I don't have it, but let me. There it is. I forgot to open the link.
Control link, control click,
Control
click.
click. And where is click?
Hacer clic
No.
con el mouse.
No,
¿No?
no.
Try with right click.
I'm going to cut and paste. So there it is. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, let's see.
I love this movie.
Yes, it's really nice.
Frank, darling, Frank, it's going to be fine. I can just call them and I can cancel. You are so right, Frank. Yes, Frank, of course I am listening to you. Yeah. Yes, I love listening to you, Frank. Shh. Sit. Sit. No, not you, Frank. No. Well, Frank, if I may get down to it, okay, I think it would be a mistake to back out. Because, Frank, for so many years, you have inspired me with your beautiful words, and I feel that, shh, dog, I'm on the phone. I think it's time that the world get to enjoy your words as well. They are just so rich with passion, and I think that we should all be privy to. And Frank, I just want you to be happy. Frank, give me that dog! And I need, Frank, for you to hold on just a second. Frank, can you hold just a second? Give me that dog! Come on. Oh. Okay, gotcha. Frank. So sorry. I dropped the phone. Now, listen, Frank, I don't want to sell you on anything, but this is your legacy, this book, and I think it's up to you to present your legacy to the world. And call me tomorrow with your decision and my copy on all this. No, wait! No. Take the doggy. I need that phone. Take the dog. I need that phone. Here, take the dog. Take it.
That cute or what?
I know.
Hey guys, you seemed
Yeah, she's playing with Kevin. We thought she didn't like him.
Will you go get her, Andy? We have a whole day planned. She needs to get ready.
Yeah, tell her we have a big surprise for her. Look, give me my phone. Come on, please just give me my phone. Come on, right here.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh my God, your grandmother was completely right. Being okay when trying to take the dog and then I saved him, and then he came back and took my phone.
You drunk?
What? No, I'm serious. He's got my phone, and Frank's calling me on that phone.
Relax, all right? Phone, same. Go to town tomorrow and we'll get it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you can go then.
You have to get ready.
What?
Oh, you're going out with Mom and the girls.
I don't want to go out.
Shopping, sightseeing, and a surprise.
I hate shopping.
Oh, you love it. It's
I
gonna
hate
be great.
sightseeing.
You're going.
No, I don't want to go.
You're going.
I'm not going.
Yes, you are.
I'm not going.
Now, give me a nice big hug. We don't want to think we're fighting.
No, I
Come on,
don't want to.
hug time.
No, I don't
Hug
want.
time.
I don't want. I don't want to. Andrew.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Nice. There we go. Isn't that nice?
Yeah. If you touch my ass one more time, I will cut your balls off in your sleep. Okay? Right.
Okay, well done. Let's see. So now, we have to use these clues to make sentences using the past, present simple.
Grammarly does more than catch errors. With Grammarly, you can find really good, no,
Sorry. So we use these clues to make sentences using the past, past perfect simple, the past perfect continuous, and the past simple, yes? For example, the phone call starts before she go to the garden. Using these tenses, past perfect simple, past perfect continuous, and past simple, try to organize this sentence. The phone call starts before she go to the garden. Any idea?
Yes, the
See?
phone call had started before she went to the garden.
Yes, excellent. Yes, the phone call had started before she went to the garden. Okay, she went to the garden. That is the point in the past. And before that action happened the other one, that the calls had started. Great. The next one. Margaret talked on the phone for some minutes when the dog started to bark.
Margaret had been talking on the phone for some minutes when the dog started to bark.
Yes, excellent. Margaret had been talking on the phone for some minutes when the dog started to bark. Yes, Margaret had been talking on the phone for some minutes. We're putting emphasis on the duration, yes? And then the dog barked until the eagle catch it.
The dog was barking until the eagle had caught it.
Was barking is past continuous, and you can use it.
Sorry. The dog had been barking until the eagle caught it or had caught it.
The dog had been barking until the eagle
Catch it.
catch. How do you write catch?
With ID.
Caught.
No?
Caught it. Caught. Because catch is irregular, yes?
Oh. We didn't study the verbs.
Caught. Okay.
Caught it. And there you have. The next one. So the dog had been barking until the eagle caught it. Margaret talked on the phone until the eagle take it.
Margaret had been talking on the phone until the eagle took it.
Yes, great. Margaret had been talking on the phone until the eagle took it. Great. And the last one. By the time Andy arrived, Margaret tried to offer the dog to the eagle.
By the time Andy had arrived, Margaret tried to offer the dog to the eagle.
No.
Margaret had tried.
Yes.
By
By the time Annie arrived, Margaret had been trying to offer the dog to the eagle.
Yes, excellent. By the time Andy arrived with D, yes, Margaret had been trying to offer the dog to the eagle. Excellent. Okay, really well done. But so let's practice. Now, please, let's go to page 38 from the book. Yes, page 38 from the book. Here we have two exercises to do here in class. Exercise 6. Complete the sentences with past perfect or past perfect continuous and match the examples to one of the statement A to B. But let's complete these sentences first. He as a lifeguard for 10 years, but to rescue anyone until last week.
He had been working.
He had been
working as a lifeguard for 10 years, but never needed to rescue anyone until last week.
Until last week. Okay, so he had been working, yes, as a lifeguard for 10 years, but had never needed, okay, to rescue anyone until last week. You have last week, that is the point in the past, and before that, the other actions took place. So, before that action, he had been working as a lifeguard, and he had never needed. Okay, and then I'm going to explain why needed is in. And now I'm going to explain it. Remember that need is a state verb, and with state verbs we use the simple form. That's why I cannot say he had never been needing. That is impossible. That's why we say he had never needed. Okay?
He had, but he had again.
Listen.
Okay.
He had been working as a lifeguard for 10 years, but he had never needed. Again, you need the had. He had never needed. If I turn it into Spanish, it may say, había trabajado como un guardavida por 10 años, pero nunca, perdón, había estado trabajando como un guardavidas por 10 años, pero nunca había necesitado rescatar a alguien, hasta la semana pasada. He had been working and he had never needed. The next one. Andy's leg hurt for ages before he went to the doctor. For ages.
He had been hurting.
Yes, Andy's leg had been hurting Okay, had been hurting for ages. I'm putting emphasis on the duration of it. 3. We never see a glacier before.
Had never saw.
Had never.
Saw.
No.
Seen.
Seen. Had never seen. Good. Had never seen a glacier before. And 4. Not hear the news until Sophie rang me.
I hadn't heard
the news until Sophie rang me. So here we have two uses of the past perfect, simple and the continuous. Listen, only the simple form is possible here. In sentence 3 and sentence 4, we can only use the simple form because we have see and hear. And remember that see and hear are state verbs because they refer to the senses, okay? That's why we use them in the simple form. In this case, past perfect simple. And then we have the other used. It is more natural to use the continuous form here because the action continues over a period of time. Okay, that is to put emphasis on the duration of the action. We use had been working, had been hurting. Okay, in these two cases, I'm putting emphasis on the duration. That's why I use the past perfect continuous. Let's go to the next exercise. It is exercise 7. Yes. Complete the gap.
Teacher, number 4 is had not heard.
4. Had not heard. Yes. Heard.
Okay.
Remember that here is irregular. Okay, now you have a sentence and you have to complete the second one, that is sentence B, with the verbs in bracket in the correct form. But you can't change the meaning, okay? You cannot change the meaning. Let's see. Jack was hoping to compete in the Olympics, then he hurt his back. Before his back, Jack to compete in the Olympics.
Before he had hurt his back, Jack had hope.
No.
I know.
Had been hoping.
Okay.
But it is a stative or not?
Sorry?
Hope is an state verb?
Yes, yes, and I was thinking about it yesterday when I was doing it, but you can see here in the main sentence, in the original one, that they are using hoping in the continuous form. So maybe you can say, if I were you, I would write, before he hurt his back. Remember that hurt is irregular, it doesn't change. Before he hurt his back, Jack had hoped to compete in the Olympics, had hoped. Or you can say Jack had been hoping to compete in the Olympics. But your mistake, Daniela, was the first verb, hard, okay? Hard needs to be in past simple because this is the point in the past, okay? Before that action, the other one took place. Let's see the next one. Luke spent 6 months in hospital. He studied to be a lawyer during this time.
Sorry, teacher. Which is the past of heart?
It is irregular, so it doesn't change. It is the same.
Heart. Okay.
And in the second word, it's the same to put had been hoping or had hoped.
Yes, the same.
This is because Hope is a sense.
It is a state verb, yes.
It's
It
a
is.
state verb.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes. Let's see. Luke spent 6 months in hospital. He studied to be a lawyer during this time. While Luke
Had been recovering.
Had been recovering
in
in
hospital,
hospital. He had
Yes.
studied to be a lawyer.
two actions in progress with while, yes?
Okay. While Luke had been recovering in hospital, he had been studying to be a liar.
Yes, that's correct. While Luke had been recovering in hospital, he had been studying to be a lawyer. There it is. Okay? Two actions in progress. That is the idea in this sentence. Let's see the next one. During his swim to the island, Louis cut his knee badly on a rock.
Lewis
Eh,
had been swimming to the island when he has cut his knee on a rock.
Okay, good morning, Mr.
Good
Garbis.
morning.
Soraco.
No, sorry,
Hello.
I'm late. Good morning.
Okay. So, Luis,
Lewis had been swimming on the island when he has cut his knee on a rock.
when he cut his knee
When
on
he
a
cut.
okay, when he cut. That is, cut is past simple because this is the point in the past. Before that action, the other took place. Louis had been swimming to the island when he cut his knee on a rock. Okay, and there in the book, in page 38, you have another one that I couldn't include here because there was no room for it. So it says, Fauzia didn't feel well all day, so she decided not to go to Sarah's party last night.
Because she had felt well. No, she had been feeling well all day. Furcia had decided not to go to Sarah's party last night.
Because she hadn't, it is negative.
Hadn't felt.
Because
Yes, you're right.
she hadn't been feeling, okay? She hadn't been feeling well all day. Fauzia
Decided, not
decided not to go to Sarah's party because decided is the point in the past. And before that action, the other one took place again. Okay?
Yes, you're right.
Let's go to the next one. And this is from the exam maximizer. Let's see. Here you're going to think, yes? Find and correct the mistakes with narrative forms in sentences 1 to 10 below. There are mistakes in 6 of the sentences. Tick the sentences that are correct. So here you have a list of 10 sentences. Six of them, of these, have mistakes with the verb tense. So I want you to read them. We're going to try to do it together. Tick the ones that are correct and correct the ones that aren't, okay? I walked down the street when I saw my friend Brenda getting out of a sports car.
I had been walking.
Yes, I had been walking down the street when I saw my friend Brenda getting out of a sports car.
Can you repeat, please?
And now I'm thinking, I had been walking. That is what Silvana says. But why don't you think about an action that was in progress and then it is interrupted by another? Do you remember?
Continue.
Here we can use all the past simple tenses, the past simple, the past continuous, the past perfect continuous, and the past perfect simple. So think about an action that was in progress and then it is interrupted by another.
I was walking down the street when I saw my friend Brenda getting out of a sport car.
Yes, that is correct. Yes, I was walking. That was in progress when I saw my friend Brenda getting out of the sport car. Okay, that action interrupts the other. So, the man who was driving it was looking slightly familiar. Think about it. The man who was driving it was looking slightly familiar.
The man who was driving it looked slightly familiar.
Yes, great. Looked. Remember, it is a state verb, yes? Looked with ed. Well done. Next one. I was sure I had seen him somewhere before.
Have.
Remember that we are talking in the past, so
I am sure I have
no.
seen him
Now I am
somewhere.
telling the story. It means that at that time she was sure. It is in the past. So I was sure I had seen him somewhere before. There's no mistake there, people. Yes? There's no mistake there. No hay ningún error. Estaba seguro de que lo había visto en algún lado.
Okay.
As he drove off, I was realizing that I had met him at a party at Brenda's boyfriend's house.
As he drove off, I realized that I had met him at a party.
Yes, I realized. Okay, realize is a state verb again. Okay, I realized with ed. Then he had been talking to my boyfriend just before we left the party.
There is no mistake there.
There's no mistake here, yes. There's no mistake in this sentence. Let's see the next one. Later that night, my boyfriend had told me that the man had been telling him a story about a friend who had disappeared.
Later that night, my boyfriend told me
Yes,
that the man
told me.
had been.
Yes, told me. Yes, that's correct. The next one. Apparently, this person was missing for some months before he was found living in France.
This person.
Have been apparently this person had been missing for several months before he was found living in France.
No, there's no mistake here because here we have an action that is interrupted by another. So it is past continuous interrupted by past simple. Okay.
Okay.
This is correct. Was missing for some months before he was found in France. Let's see number 8. He had been working as a waiter in a restaurant and using a false name.
Used.
No. Here we have two simultaneous actions, okay? He had been working as a waiter in a restaurant and using a false name. That means this sentence is correct too, okay? Había estado trabajando como un mozo en un restaurante y usando un nombre falso. That is correct. And the next one. The man who told my boyfriend the story had dinner in the restaurant and had recognized the missing man. In this sentence, you have to think about an action in progress interrupted by another in the past.
The number 9, maybe the man who told my boyfriend the story had been dining in the restaurant and had recognized the missing man.
No.
No?
It is an action in progress interrupted by another. So it is past continuous interrupted by past simple. Okay? After that, maybe you should have the answer.
The man who told my boyfriend the story had been having dinner.
No. Past continuous, I said. The man who told my story
was telling.
having. No, was having.
Was having.
The man who told my story was having dinner. Estaba cenando en un restaurante y reconoció al hombre. Was having a dinner and had recognized the missing man. Okay? Past continuous interrupted by past simple. And number 10, I still wonder what Brenda did getting out of his car that day.
I still have been wondering.
No. ¿Qué dice? Aún
I'm still wondering what Brenda had done getting out.
No. Pregunto, ¿qué es lo que estaba haciendo Brenda saliendo de ese auto? I still wonder what Brenda was doing. Was doing getting out of his car that day. was doing. I still wonder what Brenda was doing.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, tomorrow. But let's finish with this, yes, because Miss Rosario is waiting. Let's finish with this exercise. This is a very simple story, and you have to use the past simple, the past continuous, the past perfect, or the past perfect continuous to complete it. Let's see. It would be lifeguard, yes? Let's complete this story. I jog along the beach with my boyfriend when a man on a surfboat, quite a long way out.
I was jogging along the beach with my boyfriend when I noticed a man.
Yes, I was jogging when I noticed. Great. A man on a surfboat, quite a long way out, who,
Was waving.
yes, who was waving his arms around frantically. I
Didn't
I
stop.
didn't stop.
I didn't stop to think
Running. No.
I
and
ran.
ran
Run.
into the water. Okay, here we have a list of actions. Remember that here we use past simple and past simple. I didn't stop to think and ran into the water to try and save him. Only a month before, I
had completed.
I had completed, yes, a special training program for lifeguards, and I,
Wanted
before that, antes de esta historia,
Had been wanted. No.
Had wanted.
But it is a
wanted.
mistake.
I had wanted. It is simple. I had wanted to try what I
learned.
Before.
What I had learned.
What I had learned. Okay. So I was jogging along the beach with my boyfriend when I noticed a man on a surfboat quite a long way out who was waving his arm around frantically. I didn't stop to think and ran into the water to try and save him. Only a month before, I had completed a special training program for lifeguards. I had wanted to try out what I had learned. Okay? Or maybe here I made a mistake. You can't say I wanted. I wanted to try out what I had learned. Yes, I wanted to try out what I had learned. Yes, sorry. Let's continue the story.
I swam.
Yes, I swam as fast as I could to where I
saw
the man.
donde había visto el hombre.
I had seen.
I had seen the man on the surfboat. But when I
got there,
okay, when I got there, he
had disappeared.
Had disappeared.
Completely great.
I was looking around.
No. I looked around.
Looked
is a state, yes. I looked around desperately, but he
didn't appear.
No, it is one. The verb.
He wasn't.
He was.
He was. He was. He was nowhere to be seen. Okay, so I swam as fast as I could to where I had seen the man on the surfboat, but when I got there, he had disappeared completely. I looked around desperately, but he was nowhere to be seen. The next one.
I felt
I felt.
I felt really terrible.
terrible. It
It
was
was
my
my
first opportunity to rescue someone, and
I
I
failed.
had
Failed.
failed.
I had failed, yes, I had failed.
What is
Listen,
this, Molly?
that is totally wrong, okay? Dismally.
Totally wrong?
Yes.
Dismally.
It means not bad, very bad. Dismally.
Okay.
Completely wrong. Yeah, dismally. And I had failed dismally. I
walked.
Walked.
When I see it is an action interrupted by another.
I walked sadly along the beach looking
No.
for my boyfriend when I saw the man.
Yes, when I saw the man, perfect. I was walking,
I
okay,
was walking. Okay.
sadly along the beach when I saw the man, okay? It is an action interrupted by another action. When I saw the man, what was he doing?
He was talking to my boyfriend and they laughed.
Was
No.
laughing.
They were laughing,
They
yes.
were
Okay.
laughing. Sorry.
Yes, they were laughing.
Can you repeat this sentence, please?
He was talking to my boyfriend. They were laughing.
And they were laughing. Había sucedido, it had turned out that
It had turned out that they knew each other.
no,
Had known.
They had known each other at university. In Spanish, se habían
Yes.
conocido en la universidad.
But had lost contact.
But had lost contact. The man
Had been waving.
yes, to attract my boyfriend's attention, not because
he
What is drawn?
ahogar.
Okay.
Not because
he had
the man.
Not because he had been
drowning.
Drowning. Okay. Yes, oh, Miss Rosario may be there. Okay. Well, this is for next class. Well, people, we're having classes next.
It's a bit difficult, this topic.
Yes, very difficult. It is the past. We have 4 and we have to put a great effort to try to understand it. So we're going to make some practice, okay? Let me tell you this. This week I'm going to send the paper and it's going to be available until next week, until next Friday. And the deadline is going to be Friday, okay? That is the platform is going to let you enclose the paper up to Friday. Then you're not going to be able to enclose it. So you're going to have a week. Try to do it, please. The ones that are having some difficulties to complete the papers, well, try to do an effort and complete them. Okay, people. Thank you for getting connected. See you next week. Yes.
Thank you.